Okay, here we are again. Cold as way still. Made a fair amount of progress on the building. Put in place some stuff to really just give me an idea about where I expect sorry, totally distracted by the advert running on my channel was for a new movie, very weird. The Rings, plural. I think I've seen the remake of The Ring, I'm not sure if I've seen the original movie. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, put down some stuff to give me an idea about what the overall size is going to look like. For example, this guy is sat directly on the center point for these arrow point shapes. I feel like he's going to be too close to the building, so this guy has been placed further forward. I'm not happy about him no longer being centered, but obviously he gives more space. These are just meant to give me some idea, also give me an idea about just how tall these things are going to be over the height of the building, which is here. This shouldn't be any higher than this, not counting the inner section, which, despite thinking that it was just going to simply float in the middle and just be hanging there, I may actually build it all the way down and use it as a library, although it's entirely possible to use the upper part as a library as well. However, this is just not really my focus at the moment. I am roaming around looking to fill in at least the first 2 floors. There is a 3rd floor to go on, but I want to get the first 2 up first. I'm not super happy with the placement of this building. It's I struggle to think of a place to put it in the first place. I still feel that Calder's Way is too remote, even if it is supposed to be a military training facility. I can't help thinking I should have built this up at Wayaran, which is the main city in the west. There is a open plain just to the west of Wayaran that might have been big enough for this build. I'm not absolutely sure about that. But I kind of keep thinking I should go up there and look before I go much further, but I would be very unlikely to rebuild or even try to move the structure at this point. It's just too much, too far done. Plus, there is other stuff to come. There's going to be barracks here, stables, blacksmithing, mining facilities, potential to put up another hovering boat. So this place will get filled out, which is kind of what I was wanting to do here anyway. Just take up the space. God, that's the trouble with these 2x2 stairwells. They're not consistent. The more you go up, there's no other way to do it than this. The steps have to be spaced this way, and you can't avoid the fact that, like here, this floor, you go up 4 more, and the final step is in the wrong direction. I can't do anything with this stair here. It needed to either end here or here. It's a mess. I don't like doing it, but it was actually supposed to be a storage room anyway. I put a staircase in the last minute so there is some means to go up in the other 4 corners. Minor detail, of course. Do you know, I've been building for half an hour already. And It hadn't rained once. I don't get the raining. It's weird. Been playing around with each corner in various ways. This one I pulled out one because this is the actual line that matches the grid the building is sat on. So in order to realign this room, I decided to pull this out as well. All of the other ones have been pushed in one, except this one which wasn't moved. Oh, there we go. Pushed in up here. I'll play around with it. I may settle on one and change all of the others, but I may just as easily leave them all different. It's quite minor, and I don't think anyone would notice at the first glance anyway, so what's the point? Well, other than the fact that I know. I need to leave room here. Usually with steps like going like this with the standard floor height that I usually do, you can't have it cut across. I mean, it doesn't stop you going up the stairs, but it kind of closes them in a lot, which I try to avoid. Nuts. There we go. I really didn't want to use glowstone this time around. I talked before about glowstone. It's not ideal. I have tried to modify the way in which I lay the glowstone down to alternate. So like here, it's just going every tile, every square section it's getting one. Is where I've started to adopt a practice of doing this, so that only every other one, so there's a cross section. But then the next floor up, the glowstone will be above the ones that didn't have it. So the tiles on this floor that don't have glowstone in the floor will still be lit from above. It just like halves the amount of glowstone you need to use. It's just unfortunately, depending on the size of the room, that's not very effective, especially when the ceiling is high, which it is on the ground floor at least. Doing the flooring now. I'm not going to go up another level, but I'm doing it now because if I keep building up the whole building to be the same level, I'm going to have to do the floor all at once, which is really monotonous. It's best to break things up a little bit.